My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Bazaar. We're going to be getting our 10 winners Dooley here, and that's going to take us all the way into Legend rank. I'm telling you right now, that's about to happen over the course of the next 50 minutes to 1.5 hours. Just you watch. Weaponized Core is the only one here that I don't intend to take. Every 6 seconds deal 10 damage and give weapons the right of this +5 damage to the fight. I'm going to take the Ignition Core, I think, rather than the Critical Core here. I've taken the Critical Core, I feel like, on Dooley runs a lot more recently than I have taken Ignition. Kina sells no-weapon items. I'll take some. Ooh. A Brick Buddy and a Bomb Squad? I'll take those. Banana Ball's a particularly good fight right now for Dooley. I mean, Dooley can also pick up duct tape from his own toolkit, like it literally is his item. But having easy access to it so that you can possibly have it and a armadillo, just holding the duct tape for a while so you know you're open to that possibility is really nice. So if I take the 2 experience options for the next 2 nodes, I can get to level 2 in time, possibly even pick up a fiery enchant. Not enchant, sorry, a fire-related skill. Unfortunately, we hit Medkit, the only one there that's not useful for us. Go to Strange for the experience. I'll go to the cave for the experience. Pip's teaching bronze tier skills. None of them related to burn. That's really unfortunate. I'm gonna re-roll because left eye with 8% crit chance on Brick Buddy is not good enough here, really. Immolating Spark, your leftmost burn item has +3 burn. That's not admittedly the burn item that I wanted to have +3 burn on, but it will have to do.
There are greater trainers than me. I'm just getting you ready for them.
Also, Brick Buddy and Bomb Squad will be on the left side of the Ignition Core. They make the Ignition Core fire faster. If I went on the other side, then the Ignition Core, yes, does now have the best burn, but it also fires extremely slowly.
Out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
Yeah, this is going to be an annoying fight. Their Shark Claws will scale itself, but it's not going to scale itself to anywhere near a degree that it can deal with our shielding from Brick Buddy. The real problem here is the enemy has 2 full HP bars, courtesy of their Life Preserver. So I need to either take down one of their full HP bars or build my own second full HP bar by Brick Buddy in order to not lose. And that's pretty hard. Let's see if we do it. We're pretty close right now. Got him.
Talent. You should put it toward nobler use.
Yeah, we were like 5 ticks away from dead there. I would love First Aid and just immediately First Aid as an option. Middle sells medium items and there aren't many of those I want right now. Brick Buddy is already here. Armadillo would be nice after I get Duct Tape though. I'm gonna go Experience from Strange Mushroom. Here we go. Keen is no weapon items.
The peaceful, punish the warful.
I will take Induction Aegis just as a 4-second tech trigger. I don't intend to use it much. Weak Point Detector for scaling damage from slow. It's also Plasma Grenade and Thrusters. Honestly, I gotta admit, these are all pretty poor. Not really what I wanted to see here. I can definitely take out Rogue Scrapper easily and 100%. I can shield more than you, and I can deal more burn damage than you. I guess I technically care about some of your pickups because I do really want to have... I mean, I would love to have Armadillo on my field, so Barbed Wire, if I get, you know, Duct Tape Armadillo would be nice. Scrap in case I get Duct Tape, of course, again, nice. Medkit and Junkyard Repair Bot, both really good because I will pick up First Aiden as soon as I see him. Rust. Start of each fight, slow an item for 3 seconds. Love it. I love things that happen at the start of the fight. They help things go fast. Get a bronze tier tool item. Admittedly, if that was specifically Power Drill, I'd be pretty enthused about it right now. Duct tape. Well, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy about that as well. JJ sells items in general. I'm gonna go to the Lost Crate and then go to the Merchant in the next spot with more money. Ugh, this was the risk. Kev's Armory has stuff that I want less, but I will go still. We found Armadillo. Never mind. So here's the thing, right? Armadillo, when you shield, charge this 2 seconds, and it's next to the Duct Tape. And the Duct Tape says when you use an adjacent item, shield 5. So as soon as the Armadillo triggers, it immediately takes 2 seconds off of its own charge. So it is a 4-second cooldown. And then also, when the Ignition Core goes off, it'll do the same for the Armadillo, give it another 2 seconds worth of charge. So it's going to be a very fast adjacency for Brick Buddy to be able to see. Obviously, Bomb Squad being replaced by First Aiden is incredible right now, but I'm not going to get it from this shop. Kev's Armory sells health, not healing, health, toughness, and shield-related items. So, like, the best find here would be Wallace or something like that. Admittedly, I could just... And I think I will. Copperhead is a shield trigger on a 6-second cooldown. So it's a faster trigger for Brick Buddy. And it's also a trigger for Armadillo to attack. And also, it leaves Immolating Spark to go to the item that's going to activate most commonly on the field, the Ignition Core. Meekyard.
My people believe in peace. Boring!
Okay, I was about to say, like, without scaling, they're going to have a lot of difficulty against this, but a Silver Ganjo this early, that's a lot of scaling.
I can see you're going places, but I'll be chasing you.
Nice. Thankfully, Tusked Helm is really, really slow. I legitimately think they could give, like, Tusked Helm 2 seconds off of its cooldown, and it would still be bad. It'd be closer to okay, though. If it went down to a 7-second cooldown, I think it might be playable. Not constantly, of course. You don't keep it on your board. But, you know, just as a little piece to make some builds fit together. Armadillo or Brick Buddy getting an upgrade here would be good. And also picking up Blast Doors so that weapons-based builds, especially Weapons Vanessa with what's it called again? The double-barreled shotgun is not like death for our build.
Nothing huge. All about. I used to offer a free ride home, but people thought it was weird.
Brick Buddy and Armadillo upgrades. How can I be mad about that?
Enjoy that.
I could sell out my entire inventory. Admittedly, medkit's not huge. I could sell out my entire inventory in order to hit a eating contest for 5. Actually, I think I just need Cage of Riches here for money. Upgraded bronze tier item. Bomb Squad will activate faster than Copperhead and Brickbody. Or faster than Copperhead if it's between Copperhead and Brickbody, and especially if it has an additional second of haste. Do I want to give it an additional second of haste, though? Maybe I'm going for a bronze tier skill, just looking for fiery.
Being an elder is just one perspective. Youth has its own wisdom.
Toughness. Your shield items have plus 10 shield. Admittedly, pretty good. Peaceful Eye. Your non-weapon items have 5% crit chance. Also pretty good when I'm mainly going to be fielding non-weapon items, and they're mainly going to be dealing damage with burn. I'll take the crit chance.
My life mastering that technique. So like 9 years.
Tempest Flame Dancer. I don't know if the fiery katana is the situation, is the solution to all our problems here. I certainly don't know if it's anywhere near better than going for a the Scout Trooper rather. Rogue Scrapper definitely has better items, but I really care about experience this early on, and also, I've been spending all of my gold constantly on useful things, admittedly, but I'm still spending all of it. Gunner, your items have +1 max ammo. Neat. Artisan Dunes for 2 additional burn on Ignition Core is huge, but hitting final first Aiden, final Aiden, last rites Aiden. If I could hit them, that would be much better. Chris Army Knife. I mean, it's technically better than Copper Red for us. I'll take it. I'll take the crypto for investment. I'll roll. Pretty sad about these results, though. No first Aiden for us, and I miss out on other things I could have picked up in the meantime instead. Curio, bronze tier neutral items. I don't think I need to care about those. I'm gonna go to Gumball and see what crypto resells at. You know what? Give him the full whammy. 10 Gumballs. Shield and crit chance definitely the best two here for us, and we get 2 of crit chance, 4 of shield, 2 of max HP, and 2 of damage. I mean, that'll definitely have a board impact. Ooh, 4 items on field. Ooh, that's a very, very, very high damage Regal Blade for this early in the game. I'm gonna need to get a lot of shielding quite quickly to survive that. Oh my god, it crit me for a 5% chance. They were dead. They were 100% dead without that. We shielded enough. Robbed.
Sure, I can help you, but you have to trust me.
Your weapons have +2 damage, and your shield items have +2 shield for each friend you have. Admittedly, I don't want to have friends on this board for that long, but I can't reroll here. Finesse shield, when your enemy has more health than you, your shield items have the cooldown reduced by 5%. Has almost no impact on the board state.
Proud of you.
Tox Clocks does possibly sell first Aiden, which would be the best outcome here for us.
Life is urgent. Hurry up.
I'm gonna take the power drill and walk away. I can't just roll hoping to find first Aiden that I can afford. Boiler Room Brawler is pretty much impossible to ignore right now. Technovirus does have Solar Farm, which admittedly would be okay. Gives haste to our field, gives us some regen, stuff like that, but Boiler Room Brawler is the real hit here because of the skill Time to Tinker when you haste shield 10, which is insane with Armadillo, and also the item Energy Potion. Haste your items for 4 seconds. Has only 1 ammo, but we can easily solve its ammo problem, and with Gunner, it already would have 2 ammo, which is enough for a lot of things to happen. Orbital Polisher. Adjacent weapons and shield items gain +5 for the fight. Eating contest. I can sell the Polisher and then buy something at Barkun, maybe. I could even sell the Polisher and just get 150 max HP. Actually, yeah. Get a Silver Tier Friend, Silver Tier Loot item, Silver Tier item. I'm gonna go Silver Tier Friend. Oh, we did get Micro Dave, that's funny. Aerodrome, scrap for plus shield. Micro Dave says, when you use a small item, charge me 1 second. Is a good way to deal damage, but our small items aren't especially quick, and we've got a lot of medium items on the field at the moment, so I don't think he's how we deal damage yet. I'd have to trust Aerodrome not to take me to a shop. So instead I'm going to go for scrap and give some additional shielding to the duct tape whenever we use an adjacent item. I keep Power Drill because, especially with Rust, at the start of the fight, slow 1. Immediately the slow goes off, giving 2 seconds worth of charge to Power Drill. We don't need too many more things before Power Drill is suddenly going off a ridiculous amount. Speaking of a ridiculous amount, they've got a Marble, a Yo-Yo, and a Matchbox on field. They are looking a ridiculous amount like the previous meta. I'm not going to say small items can't work. They've even got plus 20 damage for all of their weapons because they have at least 7 items in play. It's just a lot of these are also not having much impact. Well, I say that, and yet they got a lot of burn on me from that Matchbox. They also got a lot of burn on me from Burst of Flame. First time your enemy falls below half health each fight, burn 10. That certainly made the end of that fight a lot more exciting. And get a slow item, Midsworth. You'll buy medium items at additional value. Admittedly, Midsworth, I have a medium item I'll sell you. And I do want Metronome. I mean, I can even buy Metronome without it, though.
That's how it's done.
So Metronome next to Power Drill is incredible. 2 seconds off of its charge immediately. We're quite a while away from really fielding that, though. I will sell Micro Dave. I'm not going to be using him here. I could roll, and the roll is exclusively looking for First Aid in right now. That's way too narrow. The other options being a temporary boost and plus poison. I'll go look at JJ's first shot. Wallace is scaling shielding that we can get, but admittedly, we don't need more friends. Our friends do give us some additional value from Balanced Friendship, but not really. There's Dianosaur if I really want to go eating things, but no thank you. All of these enemies are pretty similar to me, I think. I'd love the Vial of Blood here for the additional experience. Alternatively, I'd be pretty happy to get the Paralytic Poison. Petrifying Gaze, sorry. First time you fall below half health each fight, freeze all enemy items for a second. Black Rose. When you poison, this gains 10 additional heal for the fight. Forger, eh? I think I'm going to Argenta.
I teach, you learn. We're a good team.
Flashy mechanic when you use a tool. Item adjacent. Gain additional crit chance. I'll take a roll here. Flashy pilot. When you use a vehicle, your items gain 10% crit chance. Admittedly, the Brick Body is a vehicle. That is an opportunity for me to get vehicles online and, sorry, get crit chance online. That's definitely worth it. Andy, you sell small items. I now need first aid in. Please give me first aid in. I will not forget this. I'll take Omega Ray just in case burn scaling becomes more of our build rather than this shield stuff that we're trying to do. Tinker, you wouldn't dare.
Good luck, both of you.
You wouldn't dare leave me, aimless, maidenless, bereft, and divorced. Would you? This is so optimistic. Nope, no Aiden. But there is race car. When you haste charge this 2 seconds. And like metronome, power drill, race car. Race car's a vehicle. I'm doing it.
I hope our friends help you, sir.
That level 10 enchant's gonna be so important to our run. God, I hope I get there. That's a lot of damage, and I just took a lot of my shielding off board.
Like my crew says at the
Nice.
bar, another round.
That worked out a lot better than I expected it would. I need to save money. I'm gonna go get a med kit literally so that I don't have to spend money right now. And then I'm going to a mountain pass. Give me a fight, please. Thank you. I'll fight the foreman. I mean, honestly, actually, the crane pickup would be pretty sick for us right now. When you use an adjacent large item, this gains 20%, 30% damage for the fight, but an adjacent medium item gives it 20% damage for the fight. All I need to do is get Power Drill and Armadillo going off reasonably in order to scale the crane to high heights. Although I've got to say, having Flashy Pilot for 10% crit chance when we use a vehicle and Race Car is definitely doing well for us here. Zara, hasten charge skills, I like those. Professor Wriggle, poison skills. But Orlan teaches so many skills that are related to getting the ignition core to do some additional effect.
I help you discover for yourself.
At the start of each fight, haste 2 burn items for 2 seconds. Frozen Shot. The first 4 times you use your slowest weapon each fight, freeze an item of equal or smaller size. So that'll get the power drill to activate itself. Or at least cause its own charge. I still don't think I have the ability to beat the Lich, but I can definitely beat the Foreman again. You know how I know? Because I beat him last time, and it's not gonna turn out differently here. I'm pretty sure if you ran this simulation infinite times, I beat them every single time. Ooh, Flashy Mechanic. When you use a tool, items adjacent to it gain 6% crit chance. The Duct Tape is a tool. The Power Drill's a tool as well, but it doesn't have an adjacency that wants to gain crit chance. Just the metronome. Eating contest, case of riches. I'm going to go look at Barkun.
Small people. I love them all.
Motherboard for hasting the core. Combat core for being a core. We roll and we don't see anything that's relevant to this build.
Feel my leaves falling.
I figured that was probably going to be the case, unfortunately. Gold tier items. I'm going to go to the Grandmaster and look at... Ooh, a flashy pilot upgrade. We're gaining our crit chance now twice as fast. That's huge. More starter fight triggers, more like haste something at starter fight, things like that are going to be huge. Ignition core getting 2 seconds worth of haste and only 2 seconds worth of haste, being the only item on board that gets that. I wonder if that might have even still been enough, because then the Power Drill and Race Car both see a haste trigger, so they both get 2 seconds off of their charge. Flagship is restoring the HP of the enemy very, very successfully here. But thankfully, the Power Drill and Race Car are good enough. I'm gonna go silver tier loot item this time. Okay, 2 regeneration and some more gold. I'll take it. As much as I care about First Aiden has less of a position on this board right now, and I definitely want to be able to fight. Well, this is actually kind of a risky fight. I don't know if I beat the Burninator bot. The Burninator bot can do a lot of damage. Although they have a skill that's pretty good for us. Slow burn. The first 5 times you slow each fight, charge a burn item 1 second. The duct tape slows. So it would cause the ignition core to go off twice as fast as the duct tape usually would cause it. Pylon. Slow an item 2 seconds, and when you slow, haste an item 2 seconds. If I had more access to slow, that would legitimately be good. Specifically because... Actually, maybe it is good right now. Maybe I replace Armadillo and Duct Tape. Because at the very start of the fight, we slow from Rust, which will cause a haste trigger from Pylon, which means not only is there a haste trigger on board, but Racecull and Power Drill have seen not only the slow from Rust, which they've already been seeing usually anyway, but they'll also see a haste trigger from Pylon, so they get up to 4 seconds worth of their charge. Ignition core admittedly goes off significantly less quickly, which means fewer burn triggers, which means less triggering of the other 2. If one of these was causing slow, like if the Power Drill had slow, or... I think, actually, hang on, let me quickly check this. Yeah, Power Drill would slow 1 target for 2 seconds, that makes sense, but Race Car, do you slow 1 target? You do. Dang. That makes sense, so that it can't go ridiculous with Pylon. So usually, the strength of something's enchants is kind of correlated to the length of its duration. So Power Drill being a 10-second duration would mean that it has the ability to slow 2 targets for 2 seconds or something like that. And it used to be the case that Racecull had, for the enchant, haste 2 targets for 2 seconds, which of course means that Racecull immediately charges itself for 4 seconds whenever it's turbo enchanted. So I think they've found edge cases like that and they've been working on them a lot. Dang. All sells large items. Not many items that I really want from that, so I'm going to go work for a tool. Get very little money. That's unfortunate. Radiant Corsair. Having access to slow would be really nice. Radiant Corsair does have slow, but it's a very, very slow way of getting slow, unfortunately. We do pretty good damage. But Cosmic Rock, Cosmic Rock, it's absolutely Cosmic Rock. Not only because of the 6% cooldown reduction to the entire board, but also the skill Cosmic Wind. When you crit, haste an item for 1 second. So after the Race Car goes off 5 times, and we're critting literally every attack, or every item activation actually, then it will also be hasting every item activation. And that would be insane for Power Drill and Race Car. They would literally just Come on. Dang. Never lucky. Ooh. Okay. Languid Dunes, enchant item with slow effects. So if I put that on Metronome, then anytime I activate Race Carl or Power Drill, then a slow charge will also occur, which means that Power Drill will go off again. But also, that means that Metronome would be causing twice as many haste triggers, because Pylon will see slows, and it will then accordingly haste an item. Yep, it's Languid Dunes on the Metronome, and then we get to fire Pylon off. Oh, hell yeah, this is exactly the kind of stuff I wanted to see going on. Now I feel like more max HP matters a lot to me, but upgrading these items, honestly, is not that huge. Upgrading their damage is, but I don't have to do that through upgrading them. Let's get HP. Our ideal upgrades for our weapons on board would be through skills, if possible. Just giving them scaling damage. Yeah, I stand by this. That got to destroying enemies really, really quickly. And I still haven't enchanted the Power Drill or Race Carl yet. Or even my core. Some of my best enchant targets are still available. Actually, I'm also pull up Pylon. Pylon, what do you enchant with? Oh, wow! Pylon actually does have unique enchants. I did not know this. But Pylon's unique enchants say when you slow, do X. So when you slow, shield 30. When you slow, heal 45. When you slow, burn 5? Oh my god. Oh my god. They barely activated any items. Run that back. Show me that again. Ah, the freezing from the Power Drill locked down appropriate items at the right time. We were already up to 100% crit chance before the rest of their items even really had a chance to fire off. This is good. This feels good. Molfang teaches burn skills. Zara teaches haste and charge skills. Simon teaches unique skills to Dooley. Unique skills to Dooley looking for when you use the core, cause haste, or when you use the core, use slow would both be ideal. Burn skills would be nice, specifically for finding hotspot for Power Drill. I'm going to Simon.
Software? What's the hack today?
First 5 times you burn each fight, charge a shield in 1 second. Party like it's 1999 in firepower. Actually, full whiff there. If you have exactly 1 friend, reduce it and the core's cooldown by 5%. I guess that's what I'm going for. Yikes. Yeah, that's I was really hoping I would find the when you use the core cause some status effects changes there, but we didn't. All right, Middle. Time for you to start upgrading some of my items. It's lovely to see you, Middle.
You might try JJ's shop. Real friendly guy.
Isla, you also cover the items that I care about right now. And all right, I'll see you next fall.
I respect new food, but bare hands are not enough.
Infernal Frigate does have a pretty good hit in burn at the very start of the fight. It's literally just fire starter, just burns at the very start. Like, that'd actually be huge if we got it. As I say, like, literally every starter fight trigger is incredibly important to us right now. Trust us. Chase on items have their cooldowns reduced by 12%. Andy, aerodrome. We're going to the aerodrome. I might not be able to find an enchant space here, but I can find middle.
Fine. I'm pretty laid back.
Charging station is pretty good, but not for this build. Schematics. When you use a tool, charge a vehicle 1 second. Kind of fun. Not relevant to this build beyond the items that are already on board. 25 additional damage with the power drill. Yes. Honestly, getting the bronze power drill right now is really important because we're getting to the days where getting a power drill at all is going to be really difficult. Or getting any bronze items at all, rather, is going to be really difficult.
Every item.
I'll give it another 10 damage from that space. Get a gold tier loot item. Cooldown reduction. We like those.
Just toss that
We
in
like
my bag,
those.
And I'll trot it to your door.
Getting the power drill down to an 8-second cooldown would be huge. Down to 9.1 already. All right, Honcho. I honestly would not have expected you to have a deadly dog. All right, we made it past 6 wins. Woohoo! We're going to be gaining rank officially. You want to B2? I'm selling everything that I know is never going back on board.
Curio sells junk.
Power drill upgrade for another 25 damage, and metronome upgrade for another second of haste to each adjacent. Honestly, the additional second of haste is not really relevant there. Middle sells medium items. Upgrade race call.
Find who does.
Coward.
Hey, that's okay. It's been nice talking to you.
Death Knight Rebel. Or Elite Duelist. Admittedly, the biggest pickup here possibly would be getting the lifesteal. But I can't turn down going to the Death Knight Reaper when I can beat him. A lot of his things are irrelevant to us, unfortunately. But 5 experience and 13 gold never will be. When you use a weapon with lifesteal, freeze a smaller item for 2 seconds. Oh, okay, we actually got his only relevant skill for us. Desperate Cleanse. First time you fall below half health each fight. Removes freeze and slows from your items. And cleanse off your burn and poison. Upgrade an item. Admittedly, we don't actually need to upgrade any of these items. They don't get that much better with their upgrades. They get much better with skills.
But he can never surpass me in years.
Beautiful Friendship. When you use a friend, your weapons gain +3 damage for the fight. Lefty Lucy, the first 5 times you use your leftmost item each fight, haste an item for 1 second. That is double triggers for Power Drill and Ray Skull at the very start. And Overclock, 10% cooldown reduced from our core. Well, that's going to be really good. I'm going to take the small weapon just for economy's sake, because the other options don't have anything for me. Crit chance really doesn't matter for my board. They gain the crit chance with Flashy Mechanic. I'm going to hit up Isla and just see if we get an upgrade. We're bypassing cooldowns right now, so missiles is not enough. And all of our board is involved in that bypass of cooldowns. The core does need to be on board, right? Right? Kinda. When the core is enchanted, it will definitely be better than almost all other things that could be in its space.
I hope you live long enough to reconsider.
Right now, it's just occasionally a burn trigger for throwing back into the power drill. That said, the Lefty Lucy is actually going to be huge for us. Every power drill activation is now an extra 2 second. Well, the first 5 are now an extra 2 second for Race Cull and the power drill. Got Now just imagine this with some scaling, like when you slow, your weapons gain additional damage, for instance. Every time I want that, I can't find it. Maybe this is the time? I'm gonna go for the experience here over the other variable options. Adira. Knife tricks? Knife tricks. When you use a weapon, reduces cooldown by 5% for the fight. These two are gonna get down to 1 second cooldowns very quickly. Scrap Shield, Midsworth, Jules Cafe. I'll look at Midsworth. Uh-huh. It was lovely to see you anyway. Awaken District, giving an additional haste trigger to the pylon usage? Sure. Give it to me. I can do enough damage to fight you on day 10. I guarantee it. Alright, Power Drill is down to a 4-second activation time. Race Gull down to a 5.3. Prosperity. Your shield has plus... Sorry, your shield items have plus shield equal to the value of your items. Well, maybe if I get a shielded enchant, that can make relevance. 2 golden gold tier loot item. Wow, there's another cooldown reduction. Thank you. We'll continue to lower Power Drill. Down to 8.3 now. Bazaar for the experience, of course. Alright, Pearl. Do you have a perfect item to substitute into this build? Deadly Cybersecurity, Incense, very slow, and Sharpening Stone for 10 damage. Pyrocarbon, when you gain burn. Haste your items 1 second. When you gain it. Soldering Gun, no thank you. Ooh, Lighthouse, when you slow, charges 2 seconds, and every 6 seconds, burn 12. Admittedly, that would be fun. But Pylon's so much better than it right now. It causes haste triggers, which Race Carl and Power Drill both go cuckoo for coconuts about. Yo-Yo, when you use adjacent item, charges 2 seconds. That'd be fun, but the heavier metronome needs to be in the best adjacency spots on board. Refractor is actually fun here too. No, it's not. When you slow, freeze, burn, or poison, this gains 20 damage to the fight. If it also got it from haste, that'd be funny. Giant Ice Club. When any item gains freeze, charges 6 seconds. The first time you fall below half health each fight, freeze an item for 99 seconds. I'm gonna take that because it's a very expensive item and I can just sell it for money. Alternatively, if I find the right enchants or other items, maybe I field it. I don't need to sell it right now. I really hope my enemy is just like big shielding. Like is really big. I don't want to die, but I do want to actually be able to show my whole build. Oh, that's a lot of shielding. All right. I think that might be the enemy I need for this. It's a huge amount of shield, buddy. Yep. Our items are down to like 1 second. Oh my god. That was an incredible fight. Race Call and Power Drill got down to 1 second cooldowns. Their Shielded Silk triggered once. It also appears to have crit on its first hit. Well done to it, because there's no crit scaling on that board. That triggered once, giving them 8,000 shield, and then they attacked me with a spiky shield with a lot of that shielding on it, and we still survived. An energy potion as well. That's a fun board. Thank you for the experience, Bazaar. Again, we're looking for Orlands. There it is. Slow and steady. When you slow, your weapons gain 3 damage for the fight. Now I have damage scaling.
Back to our community. We Sphinxians thank you.
I guess I'll get the max HP, just because money means nothing to me right now. I have a lot of it. And if I need any more of it, I have access to that too. I mean, I'm gonna go to the Frost Champion just because... just because if we do get Iceberg, it is hilarious. Because I have Ice Club, so I could literally pitch out an incredibly strong build to just another incredibly strong build. Blizzard, at the start of each fight, freeze all non-weapon items for 2 seconds. Guess what? That will trigger the power drill immediately. And when the power drill is triggered, it sees one source of slow and one source of haste, and also another source of haste from Lefty Lucy. So Race Carl immediately sees 3 triggers from that. Race Carl has already seen a slow turned into a haste at the very start of the fight, so Race Carl is already going off. This means at the very start of the fight, we will immediately already be going off with this infinite. And then eventually these will unfreeze and join them. That's a huge hit too. Nightshade sells poison items, but honestly I couldn't care less.
Now this is health food.
It is 336 max HP and 5 regen for me. Slow Mo Lumbra teaches slow skills. Admittedly, I'd want to upgrade slow and steady, but that's basically the only one I care about right now. I'm going back to Simon.
Crazy, C4 is scary. You're the only one that's nice.
I don't have any burn, right? First 10 times you burn each fight, haste the core for 2 seconds. No, I do have burn. It's on the core. So the core will be hasting itself. Basically, it gets a second activation for power drill out of every use of the core. I'll take that. It's not huge, but it does something, and I don't want to roll past it and get nothing.
Come with no weapons, leave with big bargains.
Kina, I gotta admit, what I really want from you right there is just the scrap metal for upgrading the core. Specifically at diamond tier, so it also gets a second leftovers cooldown. Poplovsky, do you think you are the one to take down my board? If they don't have weapons on field, then I freeze their entire board and I start infiniting immediately. If they do have weapons on field, then we'll see. We'll see. I mean, they probably have weapons. They've got crashing waves. They have no weapons on field. We immediately freeze everything for 2 seconds, and we start infiniting them, and they do not activate an item before the end of the fight. Oh, that's cruel. Oh, that's so mean. 0 item activations across their entire board. Blizzard is very powerful. This combo is absurd. Like, yes, it got so much better with Pylon. Yes, the fact that we had Rust also made it go really fast at the start of the fight, but like, also knife tricks, like getting these both down to a second cooldown in a certain fight, that was huge fun as well. But it feels like a lot of the other ways to support the additional triggers on Power Drill, they do exist. Like, I got some of them, but if I didn't get these ones, I could have found other ones. Power Drill is a build, y'all. That's 48 seconds. This is legitimately a speedrun. Flashy Pilot as well. How ridiculously powerful. And, oh my god, I didn't even think about it. But look at this. Woo! We're legend rank now, baby. Rank 2,717, all right? I'll have to navigate the legend ranks in the next episode, but until then, my name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been The Bazaar. Top left is my series playlist for all the content on the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays, out above the thank tier. And a special thanks this episode to Mr. Gibberish. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.